Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a super delicious, flavorful meat recipe. I'll also be making the sauce that goes with it and the rice with vermicelli. Now this recipe is extremely easy to follow using very simple ingredients. And the meat I'll be using here will be the lamb leg, which is a bit hard to cook, but I'm going to show you exactly how you can marinate it and prepare it before a day. So first I'm going to prepare the marinade. Here I've got 1 cup of yogurt and I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. Then I have some meat spices which I'll be using, and then 4 chopped garlic cloves. And now I will add the apple cider vinegar, which helps the meat cook really well. And then some pomegranate molasses. And then finally, I will add some olive oil. I'm going to mix those really well until everything is combined, just like that. Now I'll take that aside and then prepare my meat. Here I've got the oven tray, which I'll be lining with some baking paper and foil. Now you can see I'm using like double layers each. And then now I've got my meat. I'll put it in there and I'll start cutting it just like that, like little stripes and holes in there, just so that the marinade goes inside and it will be more flavorful. Just like that. The other side as well. And then now I'm going to start adding the mixture. And of course give it a good massage and try to bring in the marinade inside as well in the holes that you made, and then flipping it to the other side and repeating the process. Like that. And then now I'm going to start wrapping it. Now I'll leave all the mixture in there and wrap it really well so it doesn't leak. Then I'm going to put it in the fridge for 1 whole day. Now you can put it for 4 hours if you prefer, but a whole day is perfect to allow the meat to soak into the mixture really well and the flavor will be perfect. Now into the fridge. And then now after a day, I'll take it out. Now if you've noticed, I just put it in the fridge, not in the freezer, because I don't want it to freeze. Now I'll open it and you can see what it looks like. Just like that. Look at the baking paper is soaked already. And you can see the meat color change. Now I'm going to add 1 large onion and then wrap it again using the same baking paper and foil. You don't have to change it. Like that. Wrap it really well and into the oven it goes. Now I'm going to put it in the oven at 220 degrees for 1 hour, and then I'll reduce the heat and leave it for 2.5 hours. While that's cooking, I'm going to prepare my rice with vermicelli. I've got 1 cup of vermicelli. I'm going to fry in oil, and don't forget to keep mixing because you don't want it to overcook. Then here I'm using these spices, which goes really well with the meat. Then I'm going to mix everything together. Once you get that lovely spice smell, you're gonna add in the rice. I'm using 2 cups of rice here. Mix everything together. And then I'm going to add in the water. The golden rule here is 1 cup of rice takes 1.5 cups of water. Then finally I will add in my salt, give it a good mix, and then cover it, let it bubble boil, and then bring the heat to the lowest and let it simmer. And after 10 to 15 minutes, it's ready. Perfectly cooked, fluffy, and the smell is super amazing. Now I'm going to prepare my tomato sauce. I have some oil, 1 medium onion chopped, and I'm going to add in garlic as well. Now once it's lightly brown like that, I'm going to add in tomato ketchup. Now I'll give this a chance to fry in the oil really well. Mix it and leave it for less than a minute. Once it's bubbling like that, I'm going to bring in my sweet chili. Now this will add a lovely spice to the sauce and a bit of sweetness as well. Then I'm going to add the spices, which is just black pepper and some pomegranate molasses. And finally, I'm going to bring in the diced tomatoes. Now, if you don't have the canned one, it's all right. You can chop 2 medium tomatoes and some spring onions. Mix it well and then add in the salt. And mix it and let it bubble boil. And then I'm going to move it off the heat and I'll use a hand blender to blend in everything together. Just like that, so I will get a lovely smooth sauce. Just like that, perfectly smooth and everything is blended in together. Now I'm going to see my meat. Now this is after almost 3 hours. So let's open it and see. And look at that liquid. This is all from the fats and the yogurt with the olive oil and the vinegar that we used. That's it. It's perfectly done. Look at that meat. It's very well cooked right now. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to bend this foil. I'm not going to remove it. So I'll just be bending it in like that. And then now I'm going to add some tomato sauce and pomegranate molasses on top to give it that lovely redness. Like this, and then I'm just going to spread it around and put it back in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. And that's it. It's perfectly done and ready to serve. Now look at that beautiful color to it, and the smell is super amazing. So you should definitely try it. Now I'm just going to assemble my plate, or my tray in this case. I'm adding in the rice with vermicelli. All of it. Spread it around, and then I'll bring in my meat like that. Perfect. And then I have these slices of lemon, goes really well with this recipe, and of course the sauce. Now this combination with a leafy vegetable salad on the side is perfect. Now look at that meat, it's very well cooked. The taste is amazing. I hope you try it and enjoy it. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.